Hello, my name is Nora and welcome to this channel where you can learn, experience, and create the fearing rhythm. For today's topic, we're going to talk about fear. Fear is ingrained in our DNA, and that's thanks to our ancestors because at the beginning of time, in order to survive the harsh environment, they had to develop the fight or flight response. The fight or flight response is triggered in the amygdala, which is a very small part in the middle of the brain. This fight or flight response is triggered whenever we're faced by danger or anything that the brain portrays as danger or a threat to our survival. And this fear was meant to be an alarm to let us know that we are in danger. However, in today's day, we still face fear on a daily basis. Whenever we're faced by danger or anything that the brain portrays as danger, or a threat to our survival, even if it's not true or even close to being true. Fear can be paralyzing to some where they cannot even see the big picture. They get stuck in a loop of limiting beliefs that is influenced by our environment. Fear can be very limiting and toxic. It can hinder your growth and your progress. So fear is just information that the brain is telling us like, hey, you're in danger, be careful, be alarmed. However, unfortunately, we tend to live fear. We tend to allow it to be our state of living or our state of being. Whenever you face fear, you need to ask yourself, what is my brain is telling me right now? Okay, that I am in danger. So then you need to ask yourself, is it life-threatening? If the answer is yes, then you need to prepare for what's coming and you need to apply the fight or flight response. And then you need to ask yourself, is this a rational fear? If the answer is yes, then you are responding to it as you should be, as an alarm, as information. However, if the answer is no and you're facing irrational fears, then you might be suffering from phobias or clinical OCD. Now, there are many treatments for phobias, such as exposure therapy, where the patient is being exposed to the fear gradually until he or she is desensitized by it. The other therapy would be cognitive therapy, and so on. Now, generally speaking, we have two responses to fear, one that is physical, and the other one is emotional. The physical response is pretty much the same for everyone. It's the fight or flight response. And our body gets this adrenaline rush, you feel sweats, you feel your heart beating fast. However, the emotional response varies from one person to another, and that's due to our different genetic makeup. For example, some people are adrenaline junkies, while others they try to avoid any situation that is threat to their survival. Another factor for that is that they might have experienced traumas or PTSD, so environment is a big factor. In order for you to use fear to your advantage, you need to train yourself to be less emotionally responsive. And you do that by seeking treatments to your phobias or irrational fears, or by getting rid of limiting beliefs. I actually made a video on limiting beliefs and how to get rid of them. I'll link it down below. Also, you can use fear to your advantage by using it as an alarm and not a state of being. Do not live the fear. Just use it as information to be prepared to save yourself or to get out of danger. Now, in addition to phobias, we do face fear on a daily basis, such as fear of uncertainty, fear of the unknown, fear of rejection, fear of failure. And all these fears stem from hopelessness, from limiting beliefs, from feeling loss of control. Next time, I'll talk more about these fears, but for now, here are a few steps that you can identify your fear and how to deal with it. Number one, you need to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is extremely important because it raises our awareness to how we feel. And whether we're feeling afraid of something or we're feeling that that we're facing a threat or danger. Number two, you need to figure out your fear in details and write it down. Number three, you need to ask yourself, is this a rational fear? If the answer is yes, then you can prepare yourself for what's coming and just do what's in your control, and what's not in your control, you can just let go or don't worry about it and take it day by day. Now, if you're facing an irrational fear, then you need to seek treatment, or you can work on getting rid of your limiting beliefs, or you can downplay the power of this fear. You can use exposure therapy where you can expose yourself to that fear gradually until you're desensitized by it. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please share it with someone who might benefit from it today, and subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Have a good one. Bye.